Shalom, everybody. Welcome back to my channel. It's Asia Streams, and we're back with another Just Pearly Things because I know that y'all like this content, and I really like doing commentary on it because me and Pearl we share a lot of the same views. It's quite crazy, and it's a little discouraging that it's not more of my sisters out here who think like this, but this is the way to go. I really was trying to get into this video, but I wanted to watch it with you all, so I didn't finish it. So I don't know what this about. It says I'm a 10 modern woman humbled. So I guess this has something to do with how women view themselves, which, I can already say right now that I know a lot of women think that they're 10s when they're not 10s. Personally, I'm about a 5, so I'm just keep it real. Let's see what they talking about though. Let's get in it.
Now, let's hear from the girls. Do you think most girls are objective, or do you think they think they're hotter than they are? Or do they underrate themselves? Go around.
Personally, I think it depends on the person because growing up, I'm obviously not skinny. Hi, everyone. I'm not skinny. So growing up, I was never the beauty standard for anyone. So like all my friends were getting chatted up by people, blah, 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 blah. And I was just the other one, So like I never really thought of myself as an attractive person. Like I would never call myself anything more than a 4. But now, like I don't really care about what anyone thinks about me. Like I've grown into myself and I'm comfortable with who I am now that like even if I
Before she go any further, I just want to point out a few things because she's not being honest with herself right now, and she's not being honest with everybody else. She said that before she gained the comfortability of accepting who she is, she would see herself as a 4. And now she's more comfortable with who she is. But there are a few things that I always notice when it comes to like body language. She has a sweater over her stomach. You're not comfortable with the way your body looks. The first thing she said is, "Hello, I'm not skinny." Well, we can clearly see that, but the fact that you just pointed it out lets us know that you have a problem with it. So I don't know what she's about to say right now, but I can already tell that she doesn't think that whatever she's about to rate herself, she used to think she was a 4, so I guess she thinks she's a 10 now, but whatever she's about to rate herself is a rating that she does not even believe herself. It's not the fact that you're fat or overweight that people rate you less on. It really be coming down to a fact like, are you healthy or are you unhealthy? This is what men be looking at, because they want to be with somebody that's going to live a long time. They be thinking about like, can you raise their children? Can you have more children? And things like that, because having children makes you gain weight most of the time. So it's kind of like, it's not about you being big and people picking on you for being big. Are you healthy? I know it's some big people who can be healthy. Are you healthy? And are you really comfortable with yourself? Because now you finna go into lying because you're not, what you're saying is not the truth. I can tell by your body language and I can tell by the things that you just said, but let's see.
you guys call me delusional or whatever, I think I'm maybe not a 10, let's not go that far, but like definitely an 8. So like whether you guys think I am or not,
That's got nothing to do with her.
but like
So what is it that took you from a 4 to an 8? If nothing's changed, what
just
is it that takes you
loving
from a 4
myself
to an 8?
and looking in the mirror and not being disgusted at what I see.
I understand that, yeah.
So
But that doesn't, you're not necessarily being objective about how other people view you, right? Because isn't that what a rating really is? Like what you think the vast majority of people.
Like if I rated myself 1 to 10, I give myself a 5. I think I'm normal looking, and I just think it's based on my results. I think if I was an 8, 9, or 10, I would have had modeling contracts because people in the top 20% of beauty they get modeling contracts.
but what is beauty?
So what is beauty? I mean, there's a lot of things. Like if you, I mean, you can go online and have people rate your pictures and they rank you 1 to 10.
That's wild.
And so you can get a lot of data that says how attractive you are in society.
I don't know why women do this thing. I don't know what this delusion is, all this delusion, but we all know that there is like a baseline of attractiveness. Like we all as humans know that like there's we know what attractive people look like and we know what unattractive people look like, and as humans we tend to have a certain agreement rate at what we all think is attractive and what we all think is unattractive. Like as a whole, we're not talking about those outliners of people who are attracted to this kind of thing that most people are not. We're talking about as a whole, as a human race. If we took a survey, we will all come to a close conclusion on what we all think is attractive and what's not attractive. So it's not far-fetched to really just be honest with yourself and objective, especially as a woman, that you're not a 10. Like, I know I'm not a 10. I'm like a 5'6", maybe a 4. It really just depends on the like what other people find to be attractive. Because in my own mind, yes, I can think I'm a 10, but we're not talking about what I think and perceive. Like the gentleman said, we're talking about how other people perceive you.
And men will rate you, women will rate you, like every day. How we look is like how we represent ourselves. It's not fun, but it's just like being honest. So, and it's also like you can get dating apps to like, you know, everyone's Tinder, Bumble, like they have a ranking for you behind the scenes. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, I trust.
So, I don't understand when girls say like, I'm an 8 because, or sometimes I hear girls say 10, because I hear this a lot where they say like, because I love myself and I'm like confident now. But don't you think attractiveness is based on results?
They may be, but I don't care about those results, to be honest.
But do you think then you're not being objective about how attractive you are or how attractive anyone else might be?
I guess not, but that stuff's not really important to me.
Sure,
yeah.
Mm-hmm. But I think when someone when someone rates somebody, why does that have anything to do with them? Mm-hmm. Like if someone rated like somebody a 3, and it's just like, oh, okay, that's your opinion. Like it's not like a rating is not a fact; it's an opinion.
Well,
do you know what I mean?
Everyone's opinion then would add up to a fact, huh?
Yeah, add up to a consensus. Maybe not a fact, but consensus.
Consensus.
Yeah, but I think, like, I have a group of friends, right? And when I walk into the room with the group of friends, I know immediately who's going to get the most attention from the guys. It's not me, right? I have, like, a friend who's, like, very, very attractive. And I know when I walk into a room with her, like, the guys talk to her first. Because, like, girls, you can kind of just feel it. But I almost wonder when I hear, like, and I hear this from girls a lot, like, I'm a 10, I'm a 10, I'm a 10. If that's not, like, rooted in reality. Because attractiveness, like there's numbers behind it, whether it's just your results in the world or your dating app data or the type of guys you can get.
I don't mean to keep interrupting, but a thought just came to my head because I saw a brother speaking about this yesterday. So it matters the way you look. You should always be presentable. You should always carry yourself as if you know that you're beautiful. Women, I suggest that you stop wearing so much makeup and stop wearing the wigs and all of that stuff, because men don't really like that. They don't really want to wife that. They want to spend one night with that, but they don't really want to wife it. So it's like, it has to do with your look, but also because I know that I'm not the most attractive woman. That's just keeping it real. But one thing that I learned about myself, especially back when I was out in the world before I was a wife and all of those things, I learned that another thing that I had was my energy. Like, men are drawn to women's energy as well. It's not just how you look, but it's how you carry yourself. It's the modesty, it's the femininity, it's just the air that's around you when you walk into a room. People can be captivated by you regardless of your physical features, because it has to do with what's radiating from the inside out. So that's another thing that you can focus on if you know that you're not a 10. Just keeping it real with yourself, or if you know that society doesn't view you as a 10, rather. Another thing that you can work on is what's on the inside, your beauty on the inside, because when you begin to be beautiful on the inside, that radiates outward, and people are able to see that. Like, they'll forget what you look like on the outside just for the fact of how your energy is.
It feels quite harsh, doesn't it?
Yeah, this is a tough
It's
conversation.
not fun.
not fun.
I don't enjoy like walking into a room and knowing everyone's going to talk to my friend and not me. That's not fun.
Yeah.
But I think I'd be delusional if I walked into a room and I thought, wow, like they're all going to talk to me first.
I think in addition to your point, men understand hierarchy.
I was just gonna say that.
So we understand that I'm a 4 because there are guys that are 5 and get this attention. Guys that are 6, they get that attention. 7 and so on and so forth. Whereas women, I don't want to say they live in a delusion sometimes, but it's a case of, well, because I believe I'm this, I am that. And I was going to speak about gender, but I thought, let me not, because there's a whole separate topic where people will go, oh, what is gender? And then,
Yeah, let's not go into that.
Yeah, let's not go into that,
But-
please.
You're gonna get me in trouble.
But I do think that women also understand hierarchy. It's just like in this day and age, because we've been exposed to what men want, we kind of understand like, oh, okay, that's not what men want, but I don't care because I'm never going to be that, without money and clout, shall I say?
What do you guys think men want?
Kim Kardashian.
Body. Well, let's ask y'all that.
I want to hear.
Man, I don't know what they finna say. We finna see. But men, yes, they want your body to look good. Yes, like as a wife, I make sure that I eat well, I exercise, because men do like women who are on top of their physical appearance in that kind of way. But also, it's like men don't really like them Instagram models, those girls that look like that on a daily basis. Men are not trying to make those women their wives. I'm telling you, please trust me on this. They are not trying to make those women their wives. So if your objective is for a man to be with you long term, do not aim to look like those women. Take the makeup off, take the hat off, and be yourself. That's what's going to get you into a long-term relationship. Trust me.
Because you said like you think that girls understand what men want. So I want to go like one by one. And do you think? What do you think men want?
No.
Honestly, one at a time. Sorry.
I couldn't tell you because I feel like, again, I've never been in a relationship, but I've chatted to quite a few guys, and it seems like it's not even that I don't live up to their standards. I feel like I'm never what they want. And I'm like, is it looks? Okay, apparently I checked that box, but they still don't want me. Is it personality? Yeah, you're cool, your vibes, but I don't want to wife you. Like, I don't get it. You say you want personality, but you still go and try and treat a girl like a hoe. And I know this is not all guys. I understand that. And maybe this is just the guys I attract. I don't know what I'm doing, but okay, cool. But I just feel like maybe society as a whole, not everyone, we do care a lot about looks. And I think that is a lot about like it's very superficial. I think a lot of guys are very superficial. Again, not all guys, but maybe a certain kind of guys, they just care more about looks.
Could I give you some advice in regards to like...
That's interesting that she said that she never been in a relationship, but she tried talking to different guys and she just don't know what the men want from her, because evidently she checks the looks box, but she don't know if it's just sex that they want or what it is that they want. And I wonder if she's given too much of herself to these men where they don't want to do anything more than whatever they get from her already. Like, I will hope that since you've never been in a relationship, that you've also never had sex. Like, from my own experience, I always speak from my own experience. I always encourage women to do better than what I did. I didn't have many relationships and I was promiscuous. So if I ever hear a woman say, okay, I haven't had many relationships or I haven't had any relationships, I will hope that you're not having sex, because men already devalue you when they get something before they actually earned it or worked for it. So that could possibly be why it's not working out for her, because she is pretty.
Dealing with a guy that you're not sure where you stand with him, where he's saying like he might have sex with you, but he's not willing to commit to you, or he might, take you out on dates, or you might cook dinner for him, or you might take him on dates, whatever it is, but there's no commitment, there's no long-standing chance of a relationship, if you're dealing with that kind of situation, I think there's one sentence that would clear up the whole thing. Would you like to meet my dad? Bang.
What if you don't have a dad?
Okay, fair enough. But would you like to meet my family? Would you like to meet my brother? Would you like to meet my mum?
Maybe in that country, maybe in the UK, that is a good precursor to be able to tell if a man is serious with you. But over here in the United States, a man can meet your whole family, like, and leave you the next day. Like, that's not. I'll meet your dad. Where I'm from St. Louis. The guy will come meet my father. He'll meet my mother. He'll meet my sister, my brother, and leave me next week and stop being with me next week. So that's not a good precursor to see if a person genuinely wants to be with you. Maybe that's a regional thing, probably in the Middle East or somewhere like that. If you met the parents, then that would be a good indicator that the guy is serious about you. But over here in the U.S., I don't know, because men and women, they'll meet your whole family and still not be serious about you. Like, they'll hug your mom and leave you next week is the craziest thing. Like, I kid you not.
As soon as you take it there, I'm sorry, but there's an immediate decision that partner has to make. Am I actually serious about this? I invested in this person enough to actually engage with their family? So, and honestly, from the beginning, if you introduce your boyfriend, your fling, whatever it is, if you're trying to get commitment from them, if you introduce them to your family from the beginning, you can see how they engage with your family members. Are they respectful?
Especially a male counterpart in the family.
Absolutely, because they can tell what that guy is up to.
But what if you don't?
And I also wouldn't do that too early. When you first start talking to somebody, have them meet your family, and it don't work, then you're going to have another guy meet your family, and you have another guy meet your family, and your family going to start looking at you like, girl, what did you trust me? Because I've been on that side. Because I be ready to introduce people to my family, like, oh, look, this is who I'm going to be with forever, but then it turned out that it don't be forever, so it's kind of like, wait until you marry. Like, I want my family, everybody in my family to meet my husband now. Like, but, or, have the man before he's ready to marry you meet your father and your mother and, ask for your hand and stuff. Even if you older, it doesn't matter what age you are for that, because that's just good etiquette. But like, just off the rip, you just dating somebody, they meeting your family, that is not a good indication if they serious or not. That's my opinion. I don't know. Maybe over here in the UK, over there in the UK it is. But over here, that you'll get your feelings hurt. Your family will start losing respect for you. Think you don't know how to pick out people and all types of stuff.
Don't have a male counterpart.
That's
if you don't have a brother. What if you don't have a?
I understand that there are those circumstances. Obviously, I would still say introduce them to your family.
No.
Do you have a
100%.
trusted 100%. Elder brother type figure or a father type figure that you trust? If you don't. Many moms out there have played the role of both father and mother.
Right. Even your friend who's a guy.
Sorry?
Even your friend who is a guy can tell.
I don't know about that one.
Yeah, I don't know about that one.
No, because
that's your boy.
Your friend who's a guy might be actually secretly fancying you. Do you know what I'm saying? Sorry.
That's true. That's true.
100. They're gonna tell you this. Yeah, he's mad
because he wants you. Yeah.
Exactly. So he may not be very objective about it. A family member will be.
So, what do you guys think that men want?
I kind of agree with Thais. Like, it's kind of weird. Some guys might just want looks or body. Some guys want to see like where the girl's going in the career or what she's actually interested in. Some guys, I don't know.
Okay.
They might have some similar.
These ladies sound like they don't really know what men want.
Similarities or something. I don't know. I don't actually know.
What about you?
From what I've gathered from guys that have been interested in me, as well as like guy friends, most of the time they don't want a plus size girl because either they're afraid or embarrassed or whatever. Or if they do, they only want to be low key about it. They don't want to show you off. They don't want people to know that they're like talking to you or trying to do a thing with you. But most of the guy friends that I've had usually want like girls, definitely big bum. It's always a big bum. Always. But thing is, most of the time they want the big bum, but they don't want the things that come with the big bum, like the natural stuff that come with the big bum.
The hourglass.
Yeah. They want the nice boom like figure.
So I want to hear from the guys. What do you guys
What do y'all want?
If you guys wanted to get married, what would you look for in a wife?
Do you want to go first?
I'm gonna get hate for this, but submissiveness.
Submissive.
That's okay.
Oh,
Okay.
that's fine.
Okay.
For me,
Ding, ding, ding.
look, I'm a Muslim. I may not be religious, but I try to be. Submission isn't the word that I tend to use. You're like, if a woman is submissive to God, then she will do her duty as a wife. Yeah. What I require from a wife is fun. If there's one word, it's cooperativeness. What does that mean? That you have a wife, a partner that is gonna ride or die with you towards the same goal, towards the same end. Yeah. That is the fundamental quality that I require from a woman.
The only thing I don't like about that ideology is whenever there is more than one person involved, somebody has to be the leader. So are you saying you and your wife are going to lead? Or are you saying that you're going to lead your wife in your household? I don't know. It's something about a man saying that he's the leader and he's going to lead and he wants a submissive wife that I don't know. It just makes me like have more surety about that man rather than a man being like, me and my woman are equal. Because yes, your wife is there to help you and be cooperative with you. But say there's a decision that needs to be made and she doesn't agree. Then what?
Beauty will fade.
Facts.
Beauty will fade.
Not all the time.
Not all the time. Look, there are some 50-year-old women out there that still got it. God bless them. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
True.
Yeah. But listen, cooperativeness, like, are you going to be holding it down, whilst I'm struggling at work? Or, if there's kids at home crying and screaming, are you going to give up easy? What kind of character do you have? Do you have resilience? Do you have, like, the ability to give me peace when I need it? Are you going to be able to take care of things as I need you to, when I need you to?
Yeah.
Like, I'm not saying have a woman, like, at the end of a whip, yo.
And it's crazy how we're talking about how women look, but none of these things that the men have said that they need or desire have anything to do with looks.
Do this for me, do that for me. No. It's the... What was that?
You could carry on.
The main thing, I think, is just that fundamental cooperativeness, that we agree towards the similar goal or the same goal, and that we're both gunning for that together. Now, we might have separate roles when gunning for that same goal, but the goal is the same. And if she's on board, that's it.
Yeah, I agree.
So he do believe in submission because everything that he just said is submission. And a woman submitting to God is a woman who submits to her husband. So he do believe in submission, but I think he just doesn't like the word because a lot of women see that word as being oppressive or whatever. But really, if you're a submissive woman, you're really a very strong woman because not just any woman can be submissive. It takes strength to be submissive. I've been in both places where I was rebellious to a man and where I've been submissive to a man. And trust me, it's taking more strength to be submissive than it was to be rebellious. Being rebellious is easy. Being disrespectful to a man is easy. Not following behind a man's order and rules in his household is easy. That's what comes natural to a woman, is to go against the grain. But to be submissive, to be quiet, to be respectful, to honor your husband and his wishes, that takes true strength.
Ish, what about you?
You said a lot of things as well. So, but like, just to add on to what you guys said, I just want peace. I want someone that can bring me peace when I come back from the world that I'm having to fight in order to kind of bring something to the table. From your answers, ladies, it sounded like you girls didn't really know what men want.
I didn't say anything.
Ding, ding, ding.
Fair enough.
Well, so that would more indicate you don't know what men want. If when I ask you the question, you say nothing.
No, they no, to be fair, they answered, so, and then it continued. But
Hey, but it sounds like you have an indication of what you think men want, and you're doing the things that you think men want, and then you're not getting the results exact of what you want.
And now let's hear.
That was a very good video. I think a lot of women, my sisters, should begin to look within themselves to see where their true value lies. I don't believe that it lies in physical appearance. I think that we are becoming more high vibrational beings, and we're moving beyond the superficial. Okay, does she have a big butt? Is her face looking like Kim Kardashian? Is her body looking like that? We're beyond that now. I believe right now men are in a place where they want exactly those things that those men describe: peace, cooperativeness, and submission. And that can come in any kind of package. The world may have labeled you a 2, may have said you were ugly your whole life, but I'm telling you, woman, if you have those qualities, a man will make you a wife before those so-called 10s and IG models. Trust and believe. I appreciate y'all for tuning in with me today. If you haven't already, make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel, make sure you ring that notification bell so you can be alerted the next time that I upload. I appreciate you all sitting with me and watching this video. If you haven't, make sure you go follow Just Pearly Things. Her content is amazing. I appreciate you. Shalom.